Howdy.
Hey, here you go.
Yeah, not bad.
Hey, Tabundi, that script thing you have, you should send it to me. I just remembered I didn't get headphones.
Okay.
Is it magical works on Windows script or not?
It's a PowerShell script. So I usually run it inside like Visual Studio Code just with the debugger running, and it just ties to like one keyboard key.
Smart.
I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, sure. Hey, it's been.
Yeah, can't complain.
Busy.
I've been too. Yeah, I haven't found the time to be able to get everything ready. So tonight, I'm mostly going to be winging it. We'll see how it goes.
It's always the way to do it. Make it a surprise for everybody.
Yes. Just can I make it a believable surprise? So I got a couple of notes. Should have a bit of fun planned. I'll tell Bondi when he jumps back in. But if you get up to a certain point, I will probably stop the session early to make sure it's properly prepared.
He's gonna kill us all.
You all die.
Yeah, that's the joke.
So we're halfway back to rushing to the town, aren't we?
You're almost there, to be honest. I was looking this up, how far you travelled on last session. Following the rules. Now, I suppose you don't really know how far Berein was, but you back travelling the same path, and you know you're getting close. But you travelled about 36 miles in the first day, which is about 1.5 times further than when you were travelling up. But yeah, Devoni, I was just saying to the others that if you I've been struggling with time to try and get everything prepared. If you get up to a certain point in today's story, I'll end the session early, just to make sure that it's properly prepared and done for next time. I'm not expecting you to get there within the first 15 minutes, but if you do get there, I'll just say, and we'll stop.
Cool. Apples, I dropped the zip. So yeah, I just run it in like VS Code with the debugger, and it's got like a DLL in there, which just needs to be in the same folder as it. Should work. And you can have a look. There's like a keybind. I've just got mine set to F12, which is like my push to talk. So you can change that.
Why would you use F12 as your push to talk? How do you do that normally?
I actually have it for Discord as like a couple of keys. It's like Control Shift F12, and then I map it to one button on my mouse. And then for my script, I've only got configured that to handle like a single key press going down or up, and so I've just set it as F12, which is
Fancy.
Is fancy. So James,
I'll think with this as we go.
Games Workshop have dropped their latest range of Citadel paints called Citadel Color. They base coat and shade and highlight all in one thick coat. So if you want to paint your minis, you can do it crazy fast in comparison to the old way, and you get an awesome result too.
I was gonna play it over the weekend as a single player, so actually reading the rules properly, and I gotta follow the Magic the Gathering logic of read the fucking card, or just read it fully because it does have everything there.
Yeah.
the adventure guide says for each of the adventures, they're 2 to 5 players, and it's like, well, how do you play this game solo? And if you actually read the section about how many players, it says if you're playing solo, use all 5 characters.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And yes, the gold, that very miniature gold icon on a few of the cards, symbolized that it was an advanced card and was not meant to be in the basic deck.
Well, we almost beat it. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I just dropped a picture of a skeleton. That is painted with the contrast paints. 1 coat, and that's the result you get.
So how many? What is that? 4 different paints?
If you can see 4 different colors, yes. I can't. I don't know. I need to be told. But yeah, it looks like 4 different colors. Looks like perhaps the sword is painted with 2 colors, and the shield's painted with 2 colors, but I can't be certain.
The sword and the shield are the same colors with the same sort of rust pattern, so I guess they could be 2 colors.
Yeah.
The bones, like I'm guessing there's. You're saying that the 1 color can do shade as well?
The 1 color is the bone. So the skeleton, the cloth, and the majority of the sword are 3 separate colors, and painted with one coat.
And they're just you just painted in a certain thickness to do those highlights?
Yep.
Or?
Yep.
Okay. That's interesting.
Crazy quick. A couple of groups that I've been following, they've posted up photos of minis, and they're saying this thing took me 15 minutes, and it looks good.
Wow.
Certainly good for the tabletop, anyway.
Well, I've got that nice long desk section, so
Well, I think it's now or never. So, are we ready? Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Are you still setting up your script, Apples?
Yeah, I can keep tinkering while we go. Shouldn't be too hard.
Alright. So, last session, Grigor possessed Dodric and thanked the party for stopping the fire elemental and the portal in the tower. He offered some of his possessions as a reward to you guys, which you went and collected as well. You found a magic ring, some goggles, a staff of lightning, a potion of fire breathing, and 1 stone of a pair of stone ascending. And you also found a collection, like a large collection of coins as well. You then rested up and looked over your newly founded loot, attuned to them or discovered what they were. And in the following morning, after speaking with Liam through the stones, which Liam told you that the cult were in town and that people were missing, you then gathered up all your things and made your way back to Berein on horseback.
Awkward silence.
Yeah, sorry, I was just skipping a part. It's not relevant, really. After your first day's travel, you camped the night in a bear cave, and on Dodric's watch, he noticed 2 bears moving towards the cave and scared them away with a loud explosion, also scaring Chug. The next day, you all again rushed towards Berein, but this time you encountered 3 cultists on the road, which Chug charged into battle on his horse with the help of the rest of the party. You slayed 2, and you've kept a 3rd one alive to question. And we start, immediately after that battle is finished.
Who does number 2 work for?
Where's the drugs? Where's Harvey Dent? Are we in World 20?
Yeah. I can't see Bondi or Fuzzy.
I'm coming.
That's what she said. Wait.
Did she really?
Well, not to us, but
Hold on, back in a sec, just getting some water.
So what are we going to question this guy about?
So he's laying in a pool of blood on the floor.
He's still talkative though, right?
Yeah. Sort of gargling on his blood a bit.
Wait, what? Why is there a guy on the floor?
We captured one, so we killed two.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're standing over him with your lightning stick, close to his rectum.
Yeah, I insert it.
Don't do that. You'll kill him.
He gets shit on his
No,
toes.
I intentionally don't kill him, but I push the lightning button.
Oh god.
Now,
Why were you on the road?
Hey, why were you on the road?
Yeah, why I ask him why are you on the road?
He sort of coughs blood and we were heading up to the town. Hadn't heard word.
What were you heading to the town for?
No, sorry, not the town. To the tower. My bad.
Okay. Why to the tower?
Because we hadn't heard word of from the guys there.
Oh yeah, those guys. One stubbed him up the butt with a lightning stick. What is happening in Berein? We heard that you are attacking Berein. What?
We've been attacking Berein for quite a while. You guys just hadn't realized it yet. The boss, he's almost finished. He's got what he needs to summon the great master now. He just needs souls. So they've been capturing the townsfolk and taking them to feed his spell.
And who is this great master you speak of?
He's just the great dark one. Only our boss really speaks to him directly. But we all revel in his power.
I remember who this guy is now.
Yeah?
Sorry, I totally zoned out at the start. I remember what's going on now. I punched the guy and I'm like, stop giving us attitude.
You punch him now?
Yeah.
He's poof, straight in the face. Like, I was telling you, why'd you hit me?
You're being too smug about it.
Well, I don't really have any other option.
Joe asked him, what's boss's name?
Boss, Balazar. He's a red-scaled dragonborn. Quite fierce.
What are you doing with the town? What do you want with it?
It wants the souls. They're ready to summon the great ones, so they need more souls.
I see. Sounds like the guy's got nothing left to tell us. Let's kill him.
Hey, what do you know about a dwarf? Dwarf who goes by the name of Brotor.
Brotor? I know. Yes, there's been talk about him. He's the blunder and idiot that brought the cult here. Wanted us to steal the mine or so to take it back for his family or some crap, but the boss found out what was truly in the mine and our plans changed. We took the mine for ourselves.
What an idiot. Is there anything more value you think we can get out of it?
What's Balthazar's weakness?
Weakness? He has no weakness.
What's his vibe? What girls does he like?
Ooh, good question.
What girls? he's
We're
looking
gonna
at you
go
confused.
illusion into a woman to woo him.
Yeah, I've helped you out. Yeah, yeah. You'll let me live,
No.
right?
Nah.
Please.
What else you got? They're gonna kill you.
Got any money? I go for his pockets and I start rummaging through.
he just sort of you start rummaging through it. He's like, stop. You pause for a
Punch
second. You punch him. He just grabs his face. Oh! And you go back through his pockets. You find a collection of coins, about 7 or 8 silver and 2 or 3 gold pieces in one of the pouches in his clothing.
Excellent.
Well, we can only really let you go if you help us bring down Balthazar. Would you be willing to lead us into the city somewhere close to him?
He's not in the town.
Where is he?
He's in the mine network, the tunnel. There's some secret tunnels under the town. It's how we get in and out without being seen.
Do you know which tunnel in particular? Or where an entry point would be?
I don't. I can't remember, but George, and he points to one of the dead cultists, he knew. He was the one who took us through.
Maybe we inspect his body closer, see if there's a map on it.
Okay.
Did you come?
So Lefto goes and rummages through the other guy's clothes as you talk, Chug. Yeah.
Douglas, did he come from Berein or come from a tunnel?
Did this fella come from Berein?
Yeah. Yes.
No, I come through the tunnel. We have others spread across this land.
What do I find?
Hey? What you find? Get your roll investigation.
Okay. And that one.
That one.
Yeah.
You rummage over him. It's just covered in blood and it's been blown from spells, and all his garments are all ripped to tatters. You do find a couple of silver coins on him, and some pieces of paper, but they're like shredded to, like you're only just seeing a couple of scraps and nothing's intelligible that's written on it.
Oh, god damn it. How much silver?
3 silver.
Oh, I can't find anything on this guy. It's blood everywhere. That was your doing, Chug. Maybe you have a look.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Sorry.
You want me to-
I suggest someone else to have a look because now my hands are just covered in blood.
I'll have a look.
Chug, have a look. Chug grabs the body and shakes it for loose things.
Are you assisting Chug, Doderick? Shake the body.
No, I'm just gobsmacked by what he's doing with this corpse.
Roll investigation as you look for clues.
Such an orc.
What's my investigation? 7.
7. So Chug just reaches down, grabs the body, lifts it up, and just goes, whoa, just shakes it. A couple more coins fall out from God knows where onto the ground. But you don't find anything else that's noticeably useful or of interest.
You sure one of his limbs didn't drop off?
Blood's just sort of splattering everywhere. He's got a bit onto his armor, a couple of stains of red.
Well, I turn to the cultist on the ground and I say, well, since you can't point us towards the cave and your guy doesn't have any information, you're really no use to us anymore.
He starts begging, oh, no, please. Have mercy, please. I've helped you. Just leave me. I can make do on my own. I won't give you any more trouble.
Well, I put it to a vote. And my vote's no, I don't believe him. We'll see him again.
I think he needs a good Eldritch Blast to the face.
I turn my back and leave him to the road. Scum.
Oh,
What, the rogue is scum or he is scum?
No, he is.
He is.
That's why I'm leaving him to the other scum.
Justice must be dealt.
Ooh, strong stance from the paladin. Let's Chug, smack his head with your hammer.
Oh, I got a better idea. Chug, search him like the other guy. Violet.
Chug grabs the dude's leg and throws him up and shakes him.
With the intention to kill him.
Not yet.
So you just helicopter, pick up this guy by the leg and just helicopter him around a couple of times, and you stop and go back the other way. He's trying to make some audible sound, but and you just hear this sort of muffled screams and such from all the pain, and you're just sort of flinging him around.
While that's going on, I beckon Dodric to search the third body to see if there's anything on there.
I search the third body.
Was there a third body? There was three, wasn't
There
there?
was a third one. Yeah. He was... Jim? Is it that
I'm ready to
one?
roll.
There, map. There we go. So he should have just appeared just above 1. How do I ping stuff here?
That.
Yeah. How do I do that? I just click on it.
Hold left click.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Alright, we'll roll investigation.
Uh, 21.
21. You go through this guy, just like the others, he has some coin on him. You don't find any notes or instructions or anything that might help you navigate the caves or give some more insight to what the cult is actually doing. But yeah, you do find 12 gold pieces and 9 silver pieces in a small pouch. He's got 2 daggers that you find near him as well. That's pretty much it. You get the idea after in searching these guys that they were just sort of a lowly band or a branch of this cult that they weren't expecting to run into any trouble as they were moving up the hill to try and find out from the other group.
Alright.
Cool. Let's roll.
Yeah, I'm all for rolling and rolling the head of this survivor.
So can Chug stab this dude with his short sword?
If you want to, Chug. You're the justice maker here.
Chug casts justice on this dude for kidnapping all the people he... In Lord Tyr's name, I stab you. I fucked that up.
That was inspiring.
No, you sounded exactly like I expect a half-orc paladin. I stab.
Real
Enjoy.
justice is dealt with a hammer.
As he's doing it, I cast minor illusion and make like some glowy things so he thinks the god's actually a part of it.
Ooh, pretty.
So all this glowing light such as appears just as Lefto just drives the sword into this poor
Chug.
soul. Oh, sorry, Chug.
Sorry,
was doing it.
Chug.
Alright, Chug drives his sword into him and yeah, ends his life.
Oh, I should have seen if I could kill him with the vicious mockery. Damn it, missed an opportunity.
You would have. Yeah, it's on pretty low. Alright, they're done. What do you do next?
Remount the horse. Wait, it's about lunchtime, yeah?
We
Yeah.
do have some fresh meat.
Fresh meat. I'm not eating any man meat though.
Why?
I'm not gonna.
Liar. You're a warlock, it's the same thing.
Well, I'm going with snack and move on back to town.
Okay. So everyone's sort of resting as well?
Yep.
Yep.
Snack please.
Okay.
You sit down, you have some food. You jump back on your horses and you start marching back towards the town again. Are you maintaining your fast pace?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in a rush.
Yeah. Cool. You start making your way back down the mountain. You come across a couple of familiar sites that you come across early in your journey, and you know that you guys are getting close. After 3 hours of travel, with no more incidents or worry, you come back to the outskirts of the town. Peering in, the town appears normal. There's no screaming, there's no smoke or anything that might give off any hint that the town is in trouble.
Can we stop at who's his face? The farmer here.
Oh, sorry. The farmer guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yep. Alright, you'll come past his house coming into the town. You'll make your way up down the road and you take the turn before the gates to head to his house. When you get there, knock on the door. There's no answer.
Look
Cool.
through the window. Is there anything obvious?
Make a perception check.
Someone should talk for the next 10 seconds while I'm talking now. Just testing.
Okay,
Someone-
well,
Yeah,
yeah, there's a little bit.
Damn it.
19.
19. You peer through the windows. Most of the windows are draped closed. You can't see, but you do find one of the windows that is left open. Peering in, you can't see any movement, but you also don't see any signs of a struggle if you're looking for that. There's no, the furniture's all in place and such. It just appears that this house is empty at the time being.
I try the front door.
Okay.
I try to open the front door.
Yep. It's locked.
Want me to pick the lock?
I don't know if we should cross this guy.
Yeah.
Just a sec, I gotta make a call.
I can pick the lock and then we can just leave. We don't have to go in.
I do like you picking the lock.
What the hell? I picked the lock.
Nice. I
Daddy,
watch.
I'm picking it.
Sorry?
I'm gonna pick the lock.
Alright. Roll a dexterity modifier, or dexterity check with your proficiency.
Uh, 20, not natural.
You start to move your tools in amongst the lock, and you find that this lock is difficult. Certainly one of the more difficult locks that you've come across. You do, however, after a small amount of time, manage to get the pins just right, and you hear a satisfying click, and the door unlocks.
I'm a pro. I open the door and I just look in.
Alright, roll perception.
My dice rolled a long way away.
I was gonna say, are you looking at the fridge or something?
Jesus, how'd you get it there? Do we count on the floor?
I got
He's counting.
15.
What'd you get? 15? 15? So the house looks very much like the way that you remember it when you guys all stayed in there for that evening. The tables and chairs are set out. Everything's relatively neat, surprisingly neat. But you don't see any movement. The house is dark, there's no lamps lit, there's no food left on the table or anything that might give any impersonation that somebody's left in a hurry. Just looks like they're absent.
I'd like to look for a trapdoor in the ground.
What?
Looking for trapdoors.
Yeah, because I figure he's gonna stash things underground. because he's a dodgy motherfucker.
So we're gonna rob him.
Roll
Maybe
investigation.
the barn.
Fucking 4. Wait,
Four?
investigation. +4, 8.
8. Search around the floor, but you don't find any false floors or anything that might be kept anyway.
I think if someone rolls a 20, one will appear. Just saying.
Spend the next 3 hours rolling when he rocks up behind us. Oi, what are you doing?
All right, I think we should leave.
And relock the door,
Why?
because then he'll know we've been here.
That's the point.
Put an X on the door and say it was the cult, and so he can seek revenge because he's a mean fucker. I reckon.
We could engrave the insignia that's on the ring on his door.
We'll do
I
it.
close the door. I start to walk away.
Okay.
Should we do it?
Well, we're either doing this or we're locking the door. And our lockpicker's walking away.
You've got the ring. Who's better at art? How do we decide art? As in copying it. Are we going to engrave it or burn it on there?
You're the performer.
Yeah, that's not art.
Well, I do have control flames. So if you want to set the door on fire, I'll control flame it into the artwork that is the insignia, and we'll leave it on the door.
All right. I prestidigitation a small fire onto the door.
And then I control flame it into the artwork that is present on the insignia, and then snuff the flame in.
Okay. I get you to make a dexterity check.
Which one?
Just straight dexterity.
Yeah, but who?
You, because you're doing the artwork here. I know it's spelled
0. 18.
18. You burn an impeccable copy of the insignia onto the door, and it is incredible. It stands out incredibly.
Damn, I'm good. See, now I'm not going to cause genocide to an entire race because I got accepted into art school. I suggest we go into town and then either tavern or rest.
I agree.
Because we're all a bit hurting.
What about our home? How about we go there? Because we have one of those, remember?
What we do. Actually, should we go to the guard lady and tell her what we found?
Oh, that's probably important, yeah.
Investigate what guards are left.
What's her name? Jennifer?
Rebecca.
Rebecca. God, it's been a while since we spoke to her. Alright.
Is that what you're doing? Dodrick, you walked off early. Is that what? Are you waiting for them down the road? What are you doing?
Sure, I'm waiting for them down the road.
Alright. The other three catch up. And you all head around to the guardhouse to speak to Rebecca. When you enter the town, it does seem a bit eerily quiet. Like, generally there's a lot of hustle and bustle around some of the streets, but they do seem notably absent, especially some of the main roads. You then make your way towards the guardhouse anyway. And when you get there, as you're sort of getting close to there, you can hear a bit of a crowd. Like, just general sort of crowdy sounds. Muffled, loud speaking. But most of it inaudible.
Okay. Do we see the crowd when we get close to the guardhouse?
So I was just giving you an opportunity to do something if you wished. You continue on. You get to the guardhouse and the crowd is getting noticeably louder and louder. You open the doors and you walk inside, and the place is near full. Lots of people sort of screaming and asking, basically, for some sort of assistance from from poor Ander, who's sitting at the desk. He's trying to, like, now, please, everybody, calm down. We are looking into this. We want just if everybody could please just form some sort of order, form a line. We'll get to your request. Yes, madam. Yes, we know that there are people missing. Yes, we are looking at it. Please, we're doing our best. You just see him trying to sort of calm everybody down, but you just hear people sort of screaming and saying, they took Jimmy. Oh, they took my son. He's missing. He hasn't come home. And there's people sort of crying, and in general, you get a lot of urgency from this crowd demanding answers, and Ander is not able to give them.
Doug gently pushes the crowd aside so that everyone can get closer to Ender.
You're pushing the crowd, like you're trying to get closer to Ander. Sorry, is that what you said?
Yes.
Yep. Alright, so you gently sort of make your way towards the crowd there. Oh, sorry, through the crowd, sort of pushing them side to side. It takes you a few minutes, but you do get up to the counter.
Ender, is Rebecca in?
And he's distracted with another townsperson, and you speak, and he stops and he looks at you. He goes, thank the Lords, you're back. Sorry, what, Rebecca? Yes, she's upstairs in her office. You can make your way there if you need.
Sweet. We didn't bring you ahead this time. Sorry about that.
He just gives a bit of a grin and turns to the next person. No, yes, please. I know. And your attention is lost to the other towns members.
Alright. Let's go up and visit
After
Rebecca.
We walk our way through.
Okay. You make your way up to the office, and the door is closed.
Can I pick it?
How about we knock first?
I'd like to pick it to impress her.
Yeah, no, it won't.
I'm going to open the door first.
Alright.
16.
16. So you're down trying to pick the lock, and Lieutenant just immediately lunges over you, grabs the door handle, turns it, and swings the door open. And you're just sort of sitting there with your tools ready to go. Door swings open, and Rebecca can see a little Doderick picking the lock, and then the crowd of the rest of you three standing behind it. And she sort of stops at bewilderment for a moment. Like, what is this?
Just checking your locks. You really want to make sure these are secure.
Well, yes, perhaps, doors are closed for a reason, and perhaps you should knock. And then as you stop and you can see, you can actually see there's another person in the room as well.
Who is it? I look at him and I say, who are you? Speak.
You see a young human, around 30 years old, blonde hair, bit of a blonde speckly beard, and he's wearing some sort of elegant robes.
Is this the guy with the stone?
Does he respond to the name Liam?
That one.
So you call out, Liam? He goes, yes, who's asking?
And then because I've never told him my name over the stone. Instead, I actually just pull out the stone and show it to him.
He goes, you were the lot that were with Grigor. Yes, I've just been telling Rebecca of the business up there. Terribly unfortunate that we have lost poor Grigor, but it is good that you're here in time. Several of the townsfolk, and then Rebecca sort of butts in and goes, looking at him, yes, seeing as you're here, yes, as Liam was saying, several of the townsfolk have gone missing. We were keeping that information rather privy, but you can see she was really tense, and then suddenly she relaxed. But she goes, yes, you lost. You deserve to know more than anybody, I suppose, given your work. We lost about 15 towns members overnight. 3 of them were of our own town guard. They never returned from their shift in the evening, and we are quite worried. There have been several reports of people skulking in the shadows, and some others have even reported a few screams as people have been kidnapped and taken. Taken to where? We don't know yet. We're trying to figure that out. And Liam says, yes, that is true. We're trying to work that out.
I stealth.
You just hide. You just walk back out of the room and just hide
No,
behind
in the room. I stealth in the room around the desk where nobody.
Alright. Roll a stealth check.
26.
While everybody's talking, you find a small piece of furniture, a chair, and you conceal yourself beautifully behind it.
Thank you.
Okay. I've got no idea what just happened. But because they mentioned that people are missing and they're not sure where, I mentioned on the way back about the cultist that we interrogated and subsequently sent to Valhalla. About how there appears to be a network of tunnels under the city, and that appears to be their base of operation, and the reason why they need souls.
Okay. So you relay all of this to Rebecca, and her jaw just sort of, it doesn't drop open, but it doesn't close from where it was, and she's just startled, and she sits back in the chair, and says, "Well, sort of hoping for better news than that. But I suppose it makes sense. I haven't the faintest idea about what to do about it, though. We're barely keeping control of the town downstairs, as you've seen."
Well, I think we need to act quickly before the people have had their souls sucked. But we need someone who has knowledge of the tunnel network and where could be a suitable cavern for holding the hostages. Is there anyone in town that we could trust?
Are dwarves good with mines?
well, Thoradin comes to mind, but he mostly deals with the metal that we bring up. He hasn't been down there for years. We had, our mining foreman, but he was sadly one of the ones that were taken last night, as with most of the workers. You see, the majority of disappearances have been those in the mine so far, or those close to it.
Is there anything valuable in the room?
Make a perception check.
22.
22. You have a look around. You do see a couple of rolls of parchment with a wax seal. So they're rolled up. They've got a little bind and a wax seal, sort of keeping that bind in place on a desk. Otherwise, it's mostly a messy office. You can see a few coins scattered across the desk, but a heap of paper, books, quills, inks, and parchment. There's some shelving units at the back, which just hold the majority of her office materials. So, more bookcases and such.
Are the other two, do they have line of sight over the waxed seal?
They are in the open. They're on top of the desk, and you're behind a chair that someone would sit down at the other side of the desk. Rebecca would thus sit across from them. You're out of sight.
I would like to cast Mage Hand and keep it invisible and have it discreetly lift the papers across the desk and pass them to me. Keeping in mind that I am...
Roll sleight of hand.
24.
24. While everyone's talking, well, James was, not James, but while Lefner was recalling everything that you guys have learnt from the cultists, and Rebecca and Liam, both their attention fully focused. You just steadily lift these two rolls of parchment and drift them towards you. they're now in your possession.
Excellent. I stuff them in a discreet place on myself.
Okay. You can add 2 scrolls with wax seal into your possession.
Is it
Thank
hot
you.
wax in his discreet spot?
No, it is cold and dried.
Alright, I asked Liam. We're a bit short on information here. Is there anything else that you might be able to help us with? Is there anything else you might know that could be of value?
No, not really. Not that I can think of this time. I'm sorry, it's all overwhelming, and I'm not dealing with it very well.
Then you're useless to us.
Speaking of people not dealing with it, the reason we picked up this mission is because your father reported you missing. Why would that be?
Who's what? Your father did what?
His father reported him missing. That's why we started investigating. It's like, why are you hiding this from your father?
My father doesn't like magic, and I started my training with Grigor in secrecy, and my stay went along a little bit longer than what I had wanted. Nevertheless, I've made my appearance known to my father. He knows that I am back.
Good. We should go visit his father. Well, I'm not sure what to do. Ask one, Dodrick. Wait, no, where's Dodrick? Can't see.
I'm here. I raise my hand behind the chair. Normally, as if I was there the whole time in plain sight. Because I was.
Rebecca's suddenly startled. Like, yeah, you okay? Never mind.
Halfling. It happens.
It seems.
So what do we do? We go to some mine?
Well, I suggest we need a rest first due to our HP scenario.
I reckon we need explosives.
We still have a stick of dynamite.
Rebecca, we need more dynamite. Where can we source?
There's a foreman's house near the entry to the mine. You could probably find a few supplies in there.
Excellent. We can requisition it as members of the city guard. Isn't that right, Rebecca?
Yes, you can do that. That's fine. I'll authorize that. I'll deal with the foreman should he complain. But he's missing, so he's not really in any position to complain.
Excellent.
This entry to the mine, is it in the city?
Yes. So you guys know the entry. It's actually to the north side of the mine near the river.
This is where we came out of
Yes.
when we were arrested.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I've got an idea. It's a good one. What if we just divert the river into the mine and kill everything in there?
Flood the mine.
Genius.
Like,
We should do that with the
guys,
explosives.
I have been holding on to an item for a very long time for digging a hole, and it's my mining pick, and it says on it that, I can design. It doesn't. The words changed. It used to say I could dig through any material. Damn it.
Well, we know that Balthazar has teleporting, so as soon as he hears the water, he just teleport out.
Yeah, but the whole
Didn't we
world's been
pick up
fucked.
mine axes from somewhere? I've got a pickaxe we can dig.
I believe you got pickaxes when you were in the mine the first time.
Or the little dude's sub-basement house.
We also have a shit ton of gold. How about we rest up, go to the shops in the morning, see if farmer dude's there, and then go onto the mine.
I could use some health restoration.
Sure. I believe, though, if we go to sleep, when we wake up, the town may be burned. It's just this dark feeling I have.
You're the one most injured out of all of us. You need the red.
Well, I wouldn't be if you people would heal me.
Saving it.
We need able-bodied men and women and all
All right.
enter the mine.
Well, I'll relay this plan back to Rebecca and Lee about how we are going to rest up and go in the morning and ask if they wish to come along with us.
And flood the mine.
Liam is the class guy. I'm sorry, but no, I am not somebody that is good in combat. I can do small magical tricks. I can't swing a sword. No, that's not for me. I'd only get in your way.
Liam's pissing me off. I want to pick his pockets with mage hand.
Can your magic swing a sword?
Hey?
Can you use magic to swing the sword?
Yeah. I've only just started learning magic just like in the last 6 months. Come on.
I cast mage hand.
You cast mage hand.
Behind him, invisible.
Make a sleight of hand check.
You're not going to like this one. 13.
13.
I stealth away. I'm gone.
Oh, that's what I want. Huh. You go through his pockets and he doesn't seem to notice. Your mage hand pulls a small round stone out of his left pocket.
Give this to someone it's worth giving. Or sell it for money. Alright, I take it and I pocket it. I silently wisp my mage hand around the dark areas of the room until it's back.
You now have a small stone.
Why the hell did you just take the seer stone from him?
Well, what's he good for?
It's alright.
Oh,
It's
no.
alright. You got it now.
We can sell it, man. It's going to be worth a lot.
Alright, what he's doing?
Well, without knowing what's going on, because he did it so silently, and so I go to retreat to our quarters, our house.
Okay.
Yep, I follow.
Rebecca bids you farewell. She also declines giving you assistance. She says, "I'm sorry, but I think my services are needed more in this town, dealing with the commotion downstairs. If I do get a moment free, I will send for you and see if I can find you. But otherwise, I know my duties are here." Now, you guys all head back to your house. Go inside. It is as you left it. You all just sort of retiring for the night.
Well, I want to look at these scrolls.
Okay, so you pull out the scrolls. You see that one of the wax seals has a familiar emblem on it. Can I get you to roll a history check, please?
History is 50.
15. You see the town guard emblem punched into one of the scrolls. You slide it off, you undo it, and you can see it's a letter to Riverwood, which is the next town over, requesting aid from the authorities there, and basically saying that Berein is in a state of emergency. The second one, you don't recognize the symbol. I'll get you to roll a history. Sorry,
I'd like to assist him if he's willing.
I was going to ask for some assistance because I don't recognize this seal.
Go for it.
Oh, Juan, what do you think of this? He thinks it's a 17.
One, you see that is actually the symbol of the Evocation School of Magic, which is typically touted around. The scroll is mostly unintelligible from the symbols and such from there, but you can make out some pronunciation to try and to speak it out, but its actual meaning you don't know.
Is it in a language that I understand? Since I got the most diverse languages.
I turn the scroll towards left and I hold it in my hand and I'm like, what do you think? Do you know? Lefner, do you know?
I speak Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
It is written in Elvish.
Oh.
How would I not know that?
Yeah, one would know that.
Sorry, you would. Apologies.
This guy, come on.
We know he's the dumbest elf, but come on.
Go not like Reed.
I doubted whether or not I was, a half elf for a second there. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, well, you can read it. And what you discern from it is a scroll of Fireball.
Oh, shit.
Fireball.
Fireball.
I'm holding on to that.
Oh,
What was that stone? Is that a custom item?
So the stone, you pull it out and have a look. It's got a engraving of a particular symbol on the top of it, and you have seen it before. It is the same symbol of the one that Lefner pulled out of Grigor's chest.
Right. What's it called?
It's one of the sending stones.
What of the sending stone?
Sending stones. So the sending stones allows the spell message to be cast between the two people, and it's how Lefner and Liam were able to communicate on the previous days.
You took away my communication tool.
Oh yeah, it's not a custom.
No, it's a proper magic item. So you've got one half, and Lefner's got the other half.
So Lefner, I haven't told anybody this, but Lefner, we can communicate whenever we want.
He just pulls out the stone and you're holding it. You're rather surprised, Left.
It's okay. I feel a vibration in my pocket as I see Dodrick just standing there holding and looking into a rock. And I'm like, God damn it.
You like that, don't you, Lefner?
hey guys, so when we get arrested next time, if you were to say put it in your prison pocket, you could, I don't know, unlimited talking. Like, we can communicate. Use your prison pocket.
Oh well. Liam said he wasn't going to help us anyway, so.
His exact words were, he is useless.
Yeah.
He is.
I swear if we have to kill him in there because he's betraying us.
Should we just murder the town? Like, we assist the cult, take over the town, become rich.
Chug won't allow it, so you have to kill me first.
Oh, that's easy. We can take you. Like, you're a paladin that can't heal. We're good.
I think it's definitely worth considering, but we shouldn't join the cult. We should destroy the cult and then potentially take over.
No, if we infiltrate it from the inside, get to the top, and then,
No.
Someone could infiltrate it and use
We
the
don't need
stones.
friends.
We can flank them.
No, but they'll be our minions, not our friends.
This talk is making me tired. I'm gonna eat some food and go to sleep.
Alright. It's about 5-6 in the afternoon. You'll have a bit of a bite to eat, and you tuck out early for the evening. Are you taking any watches, or are you just all sleeping at the same time?
I would like to, weirdly, because I don't need it anymore, set up my crossbow with a hairline trigger set for the front door. So it's just sitting there. Anything touches the front door, it's just going to go off. Like, it's going to twang and shoot. And it's a fucking crossbow, so that shit's going to do some fucking damage to someone's knee. I'm just saying.
Can I get you to roll the 2 consecutive dexterity checks?
Do I get any of my abilities or just pure dex?
Straight dex.
So 15 plus 4, so 19 for the first one, then 11 plus 4, 15.
15. You're actually rather surprised at yourself. You managed to, you know, procure these materials that you needed out of the stuff that you had, but you have rigged a crossbow trap for the front door.
Yeah, I fucking have. Alright, I'm going to sleep. I plan on sleeping through. I'm going to come well rested. That's a thing in this game, right? Bonus XP?
I say to the guys, shotgun last rest, and I go straight up to bed.
Alright.
At last watch, I mean.
Yeah, I'll watch like third or.
What's second then?
Sounds like I'm watching first, but I have no intention of it because I set up a crossbow. No, I should. I watch, like, I check the windows and. Do we have a back door?
I believe you do.
Well, just in case we do, I kind of wander around the house. Like, you know, I get a fire going, and I assume we have a fireplace and some firewood. I have no idea what our house is like.
Yes, there is a fireplace and there is some firewood.
Cool. While they all sleep, I do that, and I wander around the house doing that. But secretly, I'm looking out the windows for people moving in the shadows that are going to abduct us.
Okay.
Or people moving up and down the street. So it's looking like I'm doing busy work, but secretly I'm doing that, and I'm also avoiding the front door because I know that, you know, I might kill myself.
Alright, I get your roll perception check as you're checking the surroundings area through the windows.
Fucking 11. I get the fucking useless fucking trap set up.
At least you didn't shoot yourself with your crossbow.
Yet.
You have a look around. It is still mostly twilight for the majority, daylight and moving into twilight for the majority of your watch. So you can see easily outside, but there isn't anybody who that you notice that comes to the house or comes close. You don't see anybody of interest or anything.
I was mostly because we're on a street, right? That people pass by. Yeah, so I was mostly wanting to keep an eye out for like people that come by because I figure, you know, that's what it's going to be the.
Oh
thing.
yeah, so you see a few people walking, you know, past the street and such like that, but nobody that comes up to the house, and certainly nobody who's sort of looking in at the house or taking any notice. They just look like typical townsfolk, just on their own business.
Cool. Yeah, well, that's what I do for my shift, and then I go and, you know, wake Chug up softly.
You wake Chug?
Yeah. Chug doesn't want to get up because if he does, he'll probably set off your trap that you put a lot of effort in.
I give him a nod and go to sleep.
Alright. So are you doing anything in particular for your watch? Are you just going to sit out and what are you going to do?
I'll do the same thing, probably just sort of look out the window that can see them.
Oh, you have to roll perception.
Ooh, 20.
21?
Yep.
Like one, you notice a few people walking past the house. It is starting to get later towards the evening now, so there isn't many, but nobody sort of comes up to the house and your watch goes by without any real significant event.
That'll be the only 20 I ever get.
You'll get more. Dodrick,
Yep.
you were third, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So, Chug wanders back up. Wakes you up. It's your turn, so you come down and you do your watch. You doing anything particular for yours?
I want to get onto the.
On the roof?
Yeah.
Alright. You go out the back door, walk up the side of the house, sit on the roof. I get shoot.
I want to
Yeah?
sit there and take a dagger out, and I want to just watch to see if there's any like wildlife, like a squirrel or something. And if there is, I want to prep to like pin it with my dagger.
Guess your roll perception.
19.
19. You see a few townspersons
Wow.
moving around. But in the midst of this, about an hour and a half through your watch, you see a cat sort of popping up next to somebody's house and is moseying its way across the front of the house opposite you.
I throw my dagger.
Make an attack roll.
Run, you fools.
10.
10. You throw your dagger, goes bang, and it hits the house just above the cat. And it frightens and it darts away.
Disappoint.
There is actually a stat block for a cat. It has an armor class of 12.
Yay for me. Alright, I'd call that a failure. I go back inside.
Okay.
I go and I cast Mage Hand and I use it to fondle Wad's trap.
Okay. With what intention? You just sort of wiggle
To trigger it.
Trigger it? Yeah. No real check for that. You actually just to pull the string with the mage hand and go twang and it just shoots this bolt straight into the back of the door.
Excellent. That's all.
Right. You go and wake Lefter and Lefter you come down for your watch. Are you doing anything in particular?
I'm gonna sit in front of the fire with a chair facing towards out the window, and I'm just sort of gonna brood a little bit.
Brood.
Maybe flick through a few of my books.
Like a creepy old man.
Yeah.
Okay. Get your roll.
Just keeping like a third eye on what's going on outside. Perception, okay. 18.
18. Your watch goes by relatively easily. Nothing much sort of happens until probably the last 15 minutes or so. You hear a loud boom and it sort of shakes the house a little bit, followed by a couple of screams.
Okay. Was the boom loud enough to wake the other guys?
You other three, can I get you to roll perception with disadvantage?
A 13.
6.
11.
11. Dodrick and Chug, you both wake up.
Well, that's my long rest ruined.
Who set off the crossbow?
Oh, well, while they're stirring, I'm going to just look out the window to see if I can discern where it's come from.
Okay. I get you to make a perception check.
Perception again?
Yes, please.
5.
5. You have a look out the window, but you cannot see anything that sort of gives the hint of which direction it came from.
Is there any smoke visible off that check?
It is dark. It is hard to see. Certainly you can't see any fires from where you're at.
Okay. Now, just going off track a little bit here because this is something we haven't handled before. 2 guys have woken up with 15 minutes left of their long rest.
It's fine. You all will get the benefit of the full rest. I'm not going to be a pain in the ass and say no, you didn't make the last 15 minutes.
Alright. I'm just asking because I want to complete that.
No, it's fine.
Alright,
So it's the middle of the night, is it? Is that what we're hitting?
well, if we went to bed at about 6-ish, then it's like 4:35 in the morning. Well, that's what I would guess. But it depends on what the DM says.
Yeah, it's around 4 in the morning.
Okay. Well, I go and check on the guys, ask them if they heard that, see that one's still asleep, so I throw a rock at him or something. Not his head, just to sort of wake him up.
Okay. So you go and throw a couple of small stones you found on the ground at one to sort of get his attention. Hit him in the face. Like, ah! And he's waking up. You're like, one! And you wake him.
There's been a big boom. We need to go and investigate.
Having things, thrown at me as I wake up, I just assume it's the fucking rogue and cast prestidigitation to make him shoot himself.
Poor rogue.
I pull my short sword and I look at one.
You're not there. He casts it on Lefner.
No,
No, I
he's
said
the
I
rogue.
cast it on the rogue because it's just what
You're in a
happens.
different
when the
room,
rogue-
so nah, nothing happens.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought we were all in the same room.
No, only Lefner come and woke you.
Yeah, they're already awake. They're downstairs. So wake your ass up. Say, let's get going. Let's go investigate.
Alright, I do that.
So I explained to the guys what I heard. I've got no idea which direction it came from. I can't see any smoke or anything. Ask for suggestions of where to go first.
Okay.
Did you other two get a sense of which direction it came from? I ask them. Was
No,
it
and I
one
dart
of
to the roof.
listening sounds? Like
Sorry, what happened?
You woke
darting?
up. Boom.
Hey.
Did anyone get a sense of what kind of direction? Like, was it north, south,
No.
east, west?
You guys who have woken up from the boom, you've been wakened by the sound, but due to your, you're sleeping and you wake up, no, you wouldn't have caught the direction of it.
Maybe. Okay.
I was going to say we hastily kind of get out because there'll be, some evidence of this boom, and try and find people that have an idea of what's going down.
Yeah, are there people
There
running?
goes our supply of dynamite.
Are there people running?
Yeah, if we go outside, are there people in a panic?
Okay.
Is there any sort of screaming? Are there people running away from something?
Yeah, I guess you go outside and make another perception check.
All of us?
Sure. Or you can just make one with advantage, or one person can make one with advantage.
I'll assist.
Alright. It's a good thing you did, because the first one was crap. 15.
15. Yes, you go outside, and to your right, down the road, you can see a couple of people sort of running in your direction.
As they're running past, just try and stop them and say, what's happened? Where's the explosion? What's going on?
What you also see, so you got the person they're running towards you. You stop and you try and talk to them, and out of the corner of your eye, you can see one of the houses further up the street. You can see fire coming up, and she comes up to you. She goes, "Please, they're attacked. They set my house. Please, they set my house on fire." And she stops. She goes, "But they took my husband. They've got him. Please, can you help?" And she's sort of tugging and pulling you to go back in that direction.
There's no time to waste. Come, comrades.
Alright, Comrade General, let's go. I'll follow after this spindly little rogue that can't see in the dark as he.
I can. I have goggles now. You.
Oh yeah, he does. Alright. Well, since Dodrick's got charge, calling for comrade.
Yeah, this is new. I follow along, leaving a little bit of distance just so we can see what happens.
Okay.
Choga runs to catch up.
As you get further or close to the house, you can see 2 humanoids, and what you also see is 2 of these slithery, snake-like creatures, and they are burning and glowing.
Ooh, we got more meat. Got some fire steaks going on again.
Now, the 2 humanoids haven't noticed you yet, but they are walking towards you, and they're about 80 or so feet away.
Do the snakes look to be in a party or cahoots with the 2 humans?
Yes, the 2 humanoids are walking in the center, and they got 2 snakes on either side, just sort of slithering right up next to them, pretty much like a dog, so to speak.
Do the snakes have arms?
No, they look like snakes.
I tell the others to all stand at the side of the path, and I kind of prepare myself for the performance of a lifetime.
Yeah, let's ambush them and perform.
Hey?
You can do a performance. We'll all hide on like the sides, and you can like dumbstruck them, and we'll jump
Yeah,
out
that's
of
the
them.
plan. I'm going to sit there and go, help me, and pretend like I'm an innocent person that needs help. And then you guys can all ambush the fuck out of them and use it as bait, because I'm useless until the battle begins.
Well, I attempt to dart off to the side and stealth then away.
This was the day that one died.
He won't. He's going to win. I'm looking at my spells, and they're all 60 fucking foot, not 80 foot, and it's shitting me to tears.
Daddy, we're all stealthing.
Oh, alright, we'll roll stealth.
Except me. I'm creating a distraction,
Okay.
helping them in their stealth. I'm like,
22.
someone help! Oh my god, it's so bad.
22.
I have a 10.
10? Okay.
But do we get advantage because I haven't noticed this yet?
No, okay, so you have the opportunity to enact surprise on them, and that basically means that if they don't notice you, you get a free action and they skip a turn on the first round of the combat.
Oh. I'm trying to do that.
I rolled twice because I have disadvantage. I got 3 on both. Which
Yes.
is actually net 2.
So you're all down like in the middle of the road. You've got Chug who's got chunk 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 in his like metal chainmail.
I run the other side.
Into the center, and he stops and he looks to either side, and he only sort of sees one just a little bit off to the right. Both Lefner and Doderick have disappeared. They have got the fuck out of there. And left
I
you
like
alone.
seeing him struggling, and I just kind of like whisper out in a way that he would hear, and I'm like, Chug, like this. Look, just crouch. And I like make this crouching motion. I'm like, see?
Fuck. What can we do? I cast minor illusion over him to try and obscure him as whatever the fuck he's trying to hide as. Just anything to slightly get it. What's that need?
A rock.
Oh, it's just semantic. Oh, and material. But I can just wave hands like. I stealth that into my, my special. Oh my god, help me! I'm a damsel in distress, even though I'm a dude. But elves look feminine anyway, so it still counts.
Okay. So with your minor illusion, you can create an object or something to try and conceal him behind it. Is that what you're thinking of doing?
Yeah, kind of like. What have we got around us? Is it buildings?
Buildings, trees, bit of shrubs. Berein is mostly built into the natural environment. It's not barren. It's not like empty streets with just a couple of dirty houses. Most of the houses are built into the forestry and such around.
Yeah, I'd like some shrubbery, some dense shrubbery around it.
Okay.
Like Bumblebee trying to hide.
Cool. So you just make a few like bushes and such right in front of him, and Chug just sort of ducks down.
But while doing it, I'm intentionally trying to like keep the focus on me so that they're not noticing what I'm doing.
Sure.
Yeah, Daddy, what's happening?
I'm
Lefner's just up and
trying.
disappeared.
Oh, he's just got up. He's spun his chair to the side. I'm
Left
trying
mark.
to quickly create a map for you guys, so you've got something to work with.
Create it quicker.
Well, I had some troubles exporting it, so I've fixed that now. I'm just waiting for it to upload.
It's a street.
Give me a couple of minutes.
These snakes are so far.
Goddamn fire snakes.
While we're waiting, Daddy.
Yeah.
This scroll you gave me, you said it was a scroll of fireball, right?
Correct.
So I added a scroll of like spell level 1 or something.
Yeah, scroll is spell level 3. Just remember that is a scroll of fireball. D&D Beyond doesn't, at least not that I have found. I have to actually go in and create its own magic item and say that this scroll casts fireball, which I've done, I think, for only Lefner's scroll of invisibility.
Wait, you got an invisibility?
This was revealed to everybody ages back when he got it, because you're all looking at each other's characters and going, "Oh, he's got this."
Fuck one.
But yes, he has that. Just like I think Chug has catapult and identify as well.
That's me.
Oh, is that you? One. Okay. But yes, you have a scroll of fireball. Just in your notes, just type in that you've got that particular item.
Yeah, I just keep the couple of tabs open with the 2 spells on it. So every time I look at it and go, oh yeah, and I want to know what it does.
Yeah. So if you just give me another 5 minutes, I will quickly fix this up.
The problem with catapult, it's only for small items. I was going to use it as a halfling launcher, but turns out I can't.
All right.
I also still have that scroll of invisibility that we got in like episode 2.
Chug waves at one from behind the shrubbery.
Wand ignores it.
There you go. Cool.
Oh.
If you drag and drop where your characters are. I've just sort of had a quick sort of glimpse. Now the cult haven't seen you just yet. Now I'd probably say you're more closer to the edge of the map. Chug, you're probably a bit close. I'd probably say that you guys are no closer than that spot there.
Then here's where I'm doing my magical dancing and going, oh no! Someone help me! As they approach, I go, guys, help! My friend's hurt. He's down this way a long way. And try and lure them.
Okay.
Bring your pets too. Those dogs look lovely.
So you're just sort of dancing the center of the road there, and the two cultists that sort of look like utterly confused about what's going on, and they just point to the snakes, and you just hear them like blah, blah, blah. They say this weird language that you haven't heard, and the two snakes they start slithering towards you very, very quickly.
I start.
Sorry, you start what?
Running away.
Running
as
away.
far as I can.
Okay.
But to the edge of the map, and I'm like, oh no, obviously trying to lure everything in for murder.
Okay.
Well, it's not obvious to them because I'm such a good performance.
Well, I'll say that both snakes get up to about there. Now, let me know when they act. The two cultists have also started to run towards you as well.
So, Dodrick, I reckon you should get your sneak on all the way up and around and come in behind them with a fucking stab to the throat.
Good plan. I do that. Stealth.
So, alright, are you attacking them where they are now? Or are you waiting until they get closer?
I'm gonna move up. Oh, hold on a sec. Let me bring this out.
So,
I wanna try
I think he's going to move down here, yeah. In stealth, and then he's gonna come along here in stealth, and then he's gonna come up behind the cultists and then get his murder on. Look at that murder! Fuck yeah!
Okay. I'll get you to make a stealth check if that's what you're doing. You're moving up. Now, Chug, are you standing next to Dodrick there? Whereabouts are you standing further back?
Probably.
Yeah, there we are. For whatever reason, you got stuck in a different spot. So if you're there, that's fine. I had you sitting there for whatever reason. Don't know why. Anyway. No, you don't have to. No, you move back. It was stuck. I had two screens. My my GM screen and my viewer screen were both on two different ones. So that's cool. So you're trying to get to the cultists, correct, Dodrick?
Yeah, I got 15.
15? Okay.
Remembering I'm being excessively loud and distracting.
I'll get you to roll with advantage.
Come on, nat 20.
Still 15.
15. Okay. You're not noticed that you can see.
Excellent.
Oh. Okay. So you're still hidden there. Now the snakes, they're going to move closer again.
Chug ready's up the mole.
God, the people move slow, don't they?
Oh, fucking no, right?
Well, the snakes are moving very, very quickly. More of a sprint, where the cultists are just sort of walking or just a light jog. They're clearly moving a lot faster. Not doing anything yet? Alright, I'll move them again.
Well, I start panicking and moving just to...
Can Chug leap 15 feet?
That's a very long distance.
That is.
It's only two people, and he's a giant orc. I think he's got the power.
It actually comes down to your strength stat, I think. Give me a quick check.
17.
You can leap into the air, feet. Oh, let's leap up.
I would like to stealth up the tree and sit at this point with the intention of leaping down on these guys as they come past.
Okay. Now, in terms of a long jump, if you move at least 10 feet before jumping, you can jump the distance of your strength stat.
Which
Your
is
strength score.
17 feet.
So you can move 10 feet, yeah, and then jump.
Alright,
So,
I
yeah.
do that and then jump into the middle.
Okay.
Just as I see him start his jump, I say abracadabra, motherfucker, and I cast lightning strike in a dead straight line down here, just to
Okay.
make sure I don't accidentally fry him.
Okay.
I jump
Wait.
over them, and then Chug wants to hit the ground with his hammer.
Okay. Well, because you're neither surprised nor giving surprise, you two, I get you to roll initiation because you are beginning combat.
17.
13.
Chug, you go first. So if you're slamming the ground with your hammer, you can do what your hammer says.
So does this mean we've just would Chug not give surprise?
No, because the surprise is not being seen. You've clearly been seen, and Chug has sort of run out. He's made a distance of 25 feet. It's not really surprising. He sort of, has sort of come out. No, I'm going to say neither a surprise in this case.
Would mine not be a surprise?
No, you've been seen.
Would mine not be a surprise in the fact that from everything that they've seen, I'm not a hostile. I'm just some innocent civilian, and then I turn around and abracadabra.
I think they're already aiming for you.
Yeah.
I need to look up surprise a little bit more, but the rules say that is if you're noticed or not. And Chug being in his chainmail, the second he started moving, he would have been heard and noticed, at least by the snakes.
In that case, so what do Dodrick and Lefner get now? Does that mean when they join in, they get 2 attacks or something, or have we fought?
We'll see how it goes. Because combat sort of started, I think the chance of surprise is mostly missed. However, you can still gain advantage with their attacks. So Dodrick will be able to get his sneak attack in, and Lefner will be able to sort of jump out. The advantage here, I suppose, is that they haven't seen either of you two, so they're focusing not on you two and more on Chug, him being the tanky role of this fight at the moment. But I'll look it up and we'll go over surprise a little bit more outside of the session, and we'll talk about it.
Alright, so we're seeing which character's got knocked prone in my 30 cube foot radius.
So you were 17.
That was my strength.
What was your initiation roll?
Yeah, sorry, 17.
17. And Juan, you were 13. So Chug, you get to go first.
8.
8 what? So you're
8.
attacking the ground.
Yeah, that's my dex saving throw to...
Of course.
Not-
So I'm just trying to quickly find your character. I haven't got it up, so I was just relying on you to tell me.
Save.
At 30 foot, so it'd be a cube around you. So the cultists are not there. 15. Yeah, no, Lefner's just out. The 2 snakes. Alright, so you slam the ground. Unfortunately, both snakes do not fall prone. They seemed
No.
largely undisturbed by the attack. However, you yourself, with the amount of from the earthquake, you knock yourself prone.
Shit.
Now, you've moved. You haven't got enough movement to get yourself back up.
No.
Sorry, hold on. I'll just find out if jumping counts as distance travel.
So move 10 feet and then jump 17 because of my strength. But how much of my movement does that use?
Yeah, so it says regardless how you're moving, you can only move up to your speed. So you would have used 25 feet of movement, so you don't have enough to get back up. One, it's your turn.
I cast Lightning Strike.
Okay.
Boom. All the way down there.
Now
So
these guys have to make a dexterity save.
Yeah, 15.
They both pass with 16s.
What? This is hot shit. So they only take half as much, so 4d6 damage.
Okay, I'll get Lefner and Dodrick. You guys can roll initiation as well to see what time you jump into the fight.
22.
Okay.
5.
Do you want two separate rolls, one for each, or just
No,
both the
it's
same?
both cop the same.
11 damage.
11 damage on both. Cool. Okay.
So, does that count as a spell?
It counts as an action.
Can I just burn a bonus action now?
Yep. Sorry, I should sort of narrate. You hold up your staff and you just go boom, and this huge crackle of lightning just bursts out and jolts forward, hitting both the snake and the cultist. However, both of them just sort of manage to duck down just in time, but they still cop a bit of the brunt.
For my bonus action, I'd like to give Bardic Inspiration to the rogue.
Okay.
I feel
I keep
inspired.
forgetting his name. Dodrick. Because he's going to need a save on that stealth roll.
This gives me +6. Is it?
Whatever you want, burn a +6 dice on any pretty much action.
Before I say if it's a hit on this. Yeah, Dodrick, you rolled a 22, so I'll let you jump in now if you so wish.
All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to take the rope from my bag and I want to tie it into like being a hangman's noose type thing. So I also want to look at the branches around me and I want to make sure that I'm near a branch that is thick enough to support the weight of one of these cultists if he were to be hanging.
Okay.
Counterweight. You get one round in the neck, you drop down with the other side. That'll point.
Correct.
So I'll allow you to have this already ready before the combat starts.
Now, obviously the cultists are still quite a bit away.
Yes.
So I think want to react at a certain point. So I guess if I'm drawing on the map, I kind of want to neck them when they get to about here. You guys can see where my ruler is?
Yep, certainly can.
Yeah, so I want to target one of them there. And when I do it, I don't want to just throw it because that seems a little inaccurate. I want to cast my mage hand to kind of guide it around his neck. And then I'm going to jump down the other side of the branch and hopefully haul him up it and tie it off around the tree. So he will be restrained.
Alright, sure. You ready your mage hand and hangman's noose. Now, the cultists act next. And as Chug sort of jumps in, you hear him go, "What the fuck?" So, he goes, is it shield? Oh, I haven't got the spells.
Can Chug yell from his prone position? Language!
The first cultist sort of waves his hand and mumbles an incantation, and you see a glowing bubble appear around the southern fire snake there. And then he moves closer. So he has that 30 feet of movement. So he's actually going to run in a straight line, and he gets to your point, Dodric, to which you get to maneuver your noose. And I'll get you to roll a dexterity.
Sleight of hand.
Hey?
Sleight of hand.
I'm going to say that he hasn't seen it, but to do it, I want you to roll a dexterity check with advantage to guide your mage hand down and nimbly get it around his neck. And you can add your proficiency on this too.
Hey, would it not be planting something on someone? Literally a rope on their neck? Which is what it says in
okay.
sleight of hand.
Alright, sleight of hand. Yep. Yeah, go for it. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll agree
All
with
right.
that.
I got 13, so I reckon I'm gonna use that bardic inspiration, which gives me 16.
16.
Oh, fuck.
And he does not notice it. And the noose goes around the neck.
And I drop down.
He dropped down. Okay.
The rope my weight should pull the rope down over the branch, and this guy should get whipped up, and I want to tie the rope around something like that stump near me.
There's one thing that I'm going to get you to do, and I want you to roll a strength check because you are half his size.
Bugger.
Gravity!
And this will be a contest.
Ten.
I would
You
like to
fall down?
preemptively... Wait.
Hey?
Before you haven't announced the result yet, I would like to use cutting words and call him a light little motherfucker that's going to fly away. Because I can use it on any ability check. Yeah?
Is it a reaction or a bonus action?
Cutting words.
Is a what? You cut out.
Reaction.
It's a reaction. Okay. You haven't spent your reaction yet. So yes, I'll allow that. Now it's a D6, right?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
That is a 6. That brings his result to a 9.
Yes.
So this little halfling falls down the tree with humongous force. You sort of like, as you fall, you push off the branch and pull it down with you, and you just see this cultist go just go flying up. He is actually going to take 7 bludgeoning damage from the snap of the neck and reefing him up, and he is now asphyxiated as he is dangling, trying to do it. Now, what are you doing once you hit the ground?
Well, I want to tie the rope off very quickly to make sure that he stays in position. So I guess what I would be doing is like running inward toward the tree and maybe just tying the rope off at the base of the tree.
Okay. So, at this point, I'm going to say you've landed on the ground. You've used your action, and you're now using your strength to hold it, and you're holding him in place, ready to go.
Right.
Okay. For all of intensive purposes of this, you will be effectively concentrating on pulling this. Any large disturbance that'll knock you off, you'll either go up with the rope or you will drop it. Okay. So this cultist, I'm going to say he has actually moved onto your space and he is above you.
So
Okay.
if you drop the rope, he lands on you. But he'll take fall damage. It could kill him.
He's a good 15, 20 feet up into in the air at the moment. Now I'll just mark the HP loss. Okay, second cultist. Now they act at the same time. He's actually going to use his action to also shield the other snake. And you see him do the similar thing. He runs, after shielding the snake, he runs up at the same time and sees his buddy get hoisted to the side. And you just hear, what the? You see him, he goes, he's just at a loss for words, like looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. He sees this little halfling fall out of the trees. And he goes, "Oi, let him go!" And he's actually going to spend his last 5 movement coming back down to you. The 2 snakes are next. And they are both going to attack Chug. They have a multi-attack, which is both a bite and a tail attack. First snake is going to do his bite on you, Chug, and that is a 15 to hit.
17 armor.
Miss. The tail will be a 22 to hit. Which is... if I get my little spiky die. So there's 5 bludgeoning damage plus 7 fire damage.
Okay. So I knocked the 5 down to 2, but then still take 7.
Yep. And the second snake is going to do the same thing. That is an 8 on the bite. And a 20 on the tail. For a 3 bludgeoning damage and 5 fire damage. That's both of them bite you and lash you with their tails.
I'm on 13 health.
Lifter, it's your turn.
Alright. Is anyone aware of my presence?
No, you are hidden.
Okay.
Just Santa.
I just want to see.
Run away. It's a lost cause.
No. How much health are you on, Jug?
13 out of 36.
Oh god, that's not good.
How did you lose that much?
All the fire damage.
Alright. So at the non-hanging cultist, I'm just going to cast Dissonant Whisper.
Actually, you were prone. I should have had advantage on those attacks. So we'll go past that if you're still there. 13 seems low. You didn't take damage from anything else, right?
No?
There was...
Did you do your long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was only 12 fire damage, and there was 5 bludgeoning and 3 bludgeoning, which you halve it, don't you?
I negate 3
You negate 3 of both.
of bludgeoning and piercing. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're 2 separate attacks. So you should have only have taken 12 fire damage and 2 bludgeoning total, because on the second attack you would have negated 3 again, because it's a new attack.
Maybe I added a 9 there then.
Yeah, sorry. It seemed abnormally low for what just happened. Sorry, Lefty, you can go.
Yeah, so Dissonant Whispers on the cultist who has no idea where I am.
Yep.
And that's a wisdom saving throw of 13.
He fails with a 2.
Very nice. So 4d6. Hang on. That is terrible. 10.
10 psychic damage.
Yeah, I think it's like... Yeah, psychic. And he runs as far away from me as possible.
Okay, so he's burnt his movement, so he cannot move, but his next turn he will move.
Okay.
Is it Dissonant Whispers?
And must use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed can take.
Reaction to move his speed. Okay, sure.
Yep.
You should have moved up closer to it and flanked it.
Now he'll move away. So he's actually going to go in that direction.
Alright.
Cool.
And this was the one that got hit by one's lightning strike before, wasn't it?
That is correct.
So he's still a bit healthy.
He's actually looking pretty sore.
Now, has anyone else been alerted to my presence from casting that spell?
What are the conditions?
So it's just a component which is voice. And that's it. So I whisper a melody to one person who can hear, and they've got to be within 60 feet.
I would say no. You haven't been seen.
I'm going to stay where I am to keep my concealment.
Sure. Cool. Dodric, you are next.
Well, considering the other guy has made a run for it thanks to Lefner, I'm going to happily tie this guy off at the base of the tree so he stays hanging.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll?
No, I'll allow you to use your action to do that.
Cool. In that case, then I'll say that I've moved to the center of the tree, about where the base would be.
Yep, sure. Okay. Chug, your turn.
I stand up.
Yep.
And I will attack the fire lizard snake.
Below you?
Yep.
Okay, roll attack.
Oh, fuck off. 5? No. I get +4, so 9.
9. You miss. So you get up and sort of drunkenly swing your hammer towards it, and the snake just sort of moves just out of your reach, and you miss.
Damn it.
Anything else?
No, because if I move away, they'll both hit me, won't they?
Correct.
I'll stay put.
Okay. 1, your turn.
I would like to cast Vicious Mockery on the on the healthiest of the snakes, so the one I didn't lightning bash.
Yes.
Bottom one.
Now, is that an attack, or do I have to save?
I haven't used them. I'll give me a sec. It must make a wisdom saving throw.
That would be a fail with a 6.
Yeah. It takes 1d4 damage, and that is 1. It takes 1 whole damage-a-roo, and it's got disadvantage on its next turn.
1 damage and disadvantage.
Yep.
Cool. Anything else?
Nah, I'm pretty fucking useless. I get my move on.
Useless. I'm going to say you're the reason why Dodric managed to tie the dude up.
Yeah, I do literally everything. Actually, I saved the last battle too. Just saying, guys, I'm the most useful person here.
We
I got
appreciate
myself
it.
down here. Oh, actually, I move into here to give some good advantage on that snake that's got disadvantage on its next attack. That's why I did it, guys. Secret. Yep.
The flanking.
Quadruple advantage.
So, Chug, next time, whack snake in between us. Go wacky whack.
Okay. So I'm just quickly trying to work out drowning and asphyxiation with this.
I think it's 12d20 damage. It's only fair.
So the rules say you can hold your breath for 1 plus your constitution modifier in minutes. Doesn't factor in if the character hasn't got breath to hold. So for example, suddenly swallowed by an elemental mid-combat. Okay.
He's been swallowed by the elemental of Dodric.
What's your spell DC modifier, Dodric?
Spell modifier +2.
The spell save DC.
12.
12. Okay. Alright. The the guy starts choking. He can't hold his breath. So I'm just trying to work out how much damage he takes.
He takes a broken neck to the knee.
Oh, okay. That guy has taken 1 level of exhaustion.
Nice.
Brutal.
Nice.
Okay.
Finish it up by climbing the tree and then waterboarding.
The second one has stopped running after having his mind assaulted in several ways. He turns around and he sees his buddy and he screams to you, Dodric, "Oi, you! Cut him down now!" And he starts making his way towards you. Hold on, I just want to see what I can do with this. I need 2 words. I was trying to see if I can cast command to get you to cut it.
Can he cast command? Wouldn't that need a verbal when he's choking and dying?
No, this is
The
the
other
other
cult.
one. The other cult.
Oh, I'm with you. I know what's happening.
Dodric, you feel your body start to sort of quake and seize. Can I get you to roll a wisdom saving throw, please?
How do I do the save? It's just like my wisdom +1, right?
So you've got saving throws. Yes. So underneath all your main stats, you've got your strength, dexterity, constitution, intellect, wisdom, and charisma as saving throws. It also says advantage against being frightened next to it on the left. So your wisdom is a +1.
Right, so I rolled 12 +1 gives me 13.
You just managed to shrug off whatever's happening to you.
2 wise for you.
Only just. And he now moves in on top of you. Now the 2 snakes are again going to attack you, Chug. The first attack is a 15, which I think misses.
Miss.
Misses the bite. The tail. Natural 20.
Get fucked.
Which is 5 bludgeoning damage.
Which is 2, yep.
And 10 fire damage.
fire snake.
The second snake will attack you. 10 for the bite,
Miss.
17 for the tail.
Isn't a tie.
Tie is
the
a hit.
attack?
Doesn't that one have disadvantage?
The snakes don't have
Yeah.
disadvantage.
What-
Yeah, no, because of my spell.
Yeah, one gave one of the snakes disadvantage. The bottom one that he's next to.
That was what my spell did. It was 1d4 and disadvantage.
Oh, I thought you did that
It
against
wasn't.
the cultist.
Nah, that was against the snake. That's the only reason I moved
okay.
him. Because I'm a little bitch.
Needless to say, the second one still hits because he rolled higher on the second hit. It is 3 bludgeoning
No damage.
and 4 fire damage. And Lefner, it's your turn.
Alright. Keeping with the theme of pissing off the guy who's still trying to attack Dodge, I'm going to rally up an Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
Just a quick one before you do that. If you make this snake run between us, oh no, that burns spell slot. Don't bother.
I don't mind burning spell slots, but
I was going to say it's a double it, but my attack's pretty weak. No, don't do it.
I'm down to 8 health.
well, is Dodric hands free? Has he tied off the guy?
He has.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. It's key that we get him back in the fight. So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast non-hanging
Cultist.
dude. Do I have line of sight of him? Yeah.
Yeah, you will. You'll be able
Yep.
to see him.
Okay. Alright. Given that he doesn't know where I am, do I have any sort of bonus?
Actually, sorry, I should be using these rules. Which I would say he would be close for partial cover. Being in the
James,
tree
I think the guy that you just went with the ruler, that's the guy that's hanging. The one that's at the center in front of me
Yeah.
is the one that's mobile.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'll say that that guy has partial cover, so he gets a small bonus to his AC.
You might burn my shorts.
let's just hope I don't roll at one. But given that I haven't been noticed, I don't have any other bonus on my attack.
You could move.
I think you have advantage. So roll with advantage and I'll look it up.
God. 12. I haven't received any buffs from anyone, have I? Nope.
No.
Unfortunately, you miss. So you send the Eldritch Blast forward and it smacks into the tree trunk.
Alright. At least I didn't hit the rope. Okay, well, I've given away my position.
Yes.
So I am going to... Hang on, I need to find out.
Should the force hitting the tree do damage to the hanging one?
No.
So I'm going to move out here to get a better line of sight of everything that's going.
Okay. Dodric, it's your turn.
I am going to disengage, and then I'm going to run up into the tree and use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. Roll stealth.
It's 13 for.
Okay. Somehow, you run around behind the tree and run up straight out the back of the trunk. The cultist looks to the side to see where you've gone, and you've disappeared. You feel like you're well hidden from him. Okay. Do anything else? That's it.
That's it. That's both my actions.
Okay. Sorry, who was next? It was Chug. You go.
I could heal myself, or I could just try and hit one of these snakes.
Wasn't I before Chug?
What?
No, Chug's 17, you're 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to attack the bottom one again.
Alright. Roll attack with advantage.
Good thing for advantage. Fuck off, I rolled a 1 twice.
Serious?
Dodgy dice. Yeah.
You're throwing that die in the bin. You swing your hammer like as you come in, and somehow the snake is just avoiding everything that you throw at it. All right, now at 1, it's your go.
Alright,
I feel like if there's something you could do it to the snakes, because I can't do as much damage to them as the other.
yeah, I'm all meaning if he undoes that rope, we've got 2 dudes here that are going to get away. So
Yeah, but
is he standing here fully capable? Because I can just make this fucker run off.
you can make a snake run off.
He's fully capable.
Yeah, so do you reckon you can kill this dude before, like, because his next turn's coming up now?
Well,
So
the thing
he's
is,
gonna just
like,
the rope.
well, he'll get to make a turn, but he's still got to cover some distance. But like, I'm stealth; they don't know where I am, which means I get advantage against them.
No, as in
Sneak-
he's
sneak
tied off
attack.
the rope against the tree. All he's got to do is reach out and untie it. And
Yeah, but they're already like hurt, and I can probably take one out on my next turn.
Alright.
But I'm just like thinking that one of those snakes I can't do as much damage against because like they're not as effective, the weapons.
Alright. I cast Dissonant Whispers on the snake, this guy. The one I hit with lightning earlier.
Yep. Do I need to make a wisdom save?
Do, and it needs to be good.
The save needs to be good.
So make it good.
It fails.
Otherwise,
It rolled
yeah.
2.
What was it?
It rolled a 2.
Oh, it wasn't good. So it takes 3d6 damage, and it runs as fucking far from me as it can.
Okay.
$13 damage.
13. You see the snake twist and contort with this pain from being assaulted from out of nowhere, and it just twists and spirals and screams, and it just falls limp on the ground next to Chuck.
I think it should still run because that's what my spell says. Nah, it's cool.
It limps because it's now a zombie.
Zombie fire snake. Fuck. Cool. That's all I can do.
Okay. The cultist that's in the tree, he takes another point of exhaustion.
That's got to be bad.
Three's death, isn't it?
The second cultist. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. The second cultist is going to use his action to cut down the one at the top, and he just cuts through the rope.
Does he take damage when he hits the ground?
He does. He takes 2d6. He takes 6 blood
Exactly.
damage.
Just so you know, you don't have to delete characters when they die. You can put the little skull and crossbones on them, so you don't lose where they're at.
I send them to the GM layer, so I don't lose where they're at.
Ah, cool.
How do you put the skull and crossbones on them?
So in the select mode, select the entity, I guess. Then the little circle appears below it, and then you just pick any of these cool symbols and
Oh, okay, that's cool. Alright. Nice.
shit. I was all like, oh, he's gone. Where'd he go? So you can put effects and stuff on them. So I guess we can track effects if we want that way.
Yeah, that's nice. Alright, so the second guy, he takes another 6. Cool. As he slams into the ground, you just hear it, oof, and the noose slightly loosens around his neck, and you just hear him gasping for breath. Now the two snakes, the one snake is again going to attack you, Chug. First attack is a 16. Second attack is a 2.
Yeah.
As both the bite and the tail fly at you, you're getting good at dodging these by now, and you nimbly move out of the way. Lefner, it's your turn.
All right. So we've got one snake dead.
Correct.
We've got one very hurt, very choking cultist.
Exhausted.
Okay. I'm going to move a little bit just so I don't shoot
That's
El
a better
Chuggo.
way.
And I'm going to aim an Eldritch Blast at the living fight.
They're both living.
Oh, what? Wait, oh, I just saw the skull and crossbow. So, no.
Oh, sorry, at the snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you were going to the cultist. My bad.
No, the living
yeah.
fire snake.
Roll attack.
My rolls are terrible.
No.
That is a 7.
7, that is a miss. Fire Eldritch Blast and just shoots straight past the snake and collides into the road further down the path.
Alright. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to move within range to this downed cultist for advantage reasons.
Sure. Dodric, it's your turn.
Of the two cultists,
Yes.
I'm assuming that the how are they both looking for help?
They're both looking damaged. However, the one that just cut his buddy down from the tree is looking really bad.
All right, I'm going to leap down on top of that guy and jab into him with my short sword.
Roll attack with advantage.
That is a non-natural 20.
That hits. Roll damage.
I'm also going to use my sneak attack since I have advantage. So I did 14 damage.
You just drive the sword just straight into him. You just hear him go. Wah! You just hit him and you just carve it straight down. It leaves this horrible gash into him. Blood just pours out, and he grabs at his back where you just driven it in, and he can't quite reach it. He just falls forward in a pile of his own blood and expires.
The other guy that's there.
Yep.
Is he still on the ground, prone?
He is on the ground prone.
Right, so I have advantage again.
Correct.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to attempt to slit his throat with my short.
Roll attack with advantage.
That was a 1, but I'm lucky.
God damn.
Lucky is so good. That was 24 to hit.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
That was 8.
8.
Yeah, 8 damage.
Cool. You drive the your dagger like straight into him, but you don't quite hit where you were wanting to. Still, you just see blood just sort of gush out everywhere. He winces in pain as you hit him. He's looking really bad.
And I've probably got a little bit of movement left, actually. think I have like 5 movement left. I might just move 5, I guess. I don't know, like there.
Would that trigger its reaction?
Nah, he's prone.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Let's say that.
Okay. Chug, your turn.
Try to attack this stupid snake again. Oops. Hey, 19.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
What I do damage? 2d6.
6 damage.
6 plus 4, 10.
10 damage. This time, you swing your hammer and you just collide with the snake's face and you go, a satisfying crack. The snake just sort of topples over onto its own spot. It gets back up and hisses at you angrily. Now, because you managed to...
Chug growls back. Spit coming out and everything.
You take 5 fire damage from the immense heat of the snake while you struck it this time.
Damn it.
Oh, good. One, your turn.
I just, panic a bit, cast vicious mockery on the snake. I'm like, you call that hot? Look at me. Because that's a good joke. And yeah, that's what I do. I viciously mock this stupid snake.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
It fails.
Yeah, that means it isn't as hot as me. Ha ha. Oh, fuck's sake, 1 damage again. This is the stupidest dice ever. But it's got disadvantage next turn.
It's the next turn, not just its next attack.
Good question. Things that attack twice. And have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Yeah, so the first attack roll. Okay.
Sorry, Fuzzy, I tried.
The cultist that is on the ground, he's going to get up. And he's... Hey?
How much movement does he have left?
Not much.
Yeah.
And he is going to panic. And he's going to run his full movement, and he's going to dash as well.
Does 2 levels of exhaustion stop that?
No.
Do I get a reaction?
You do. You get an attack of opportunity as he attempts to flee.
Does that have to be is that a melee?
That is a melee. Unless you take the feat, which allows it to be a spell, I believe.
Would he even get 30 feet? Because
He used his action to dash, which doubles his movement. So
Yeah.
he got up, so it gets halved because he got up, so he goes from 30 to 15, and then he dashes, so he goes from 15
It's
to
significantly less than that, Darty.
Yeah.
How exhausted is he?
2 levels.
And he's got his speed halved.
Does
Yeah.
he? Ah, okay. Well, he only gets to about there as he stumbles away.
Wouldn't he burn it all getting up? Because if he
Again, it's
burns
half of it,
15.
so he gets 7, and then he's dashed to go back to 15.
Alright, to keep with the rolls of the amazing spellcaster that I get an 18 to hit with my melee.
Roll damage.
Now, I have a question though, because I've got 2 damage values here. I've got a 1d6 minus 1, and then in grey below it is a 1d8 minus 1. Is that to signify if I'm using this quarterstaff two-handed or
Yeah, it's
one-handed?
versatile, yeah, so 2-handed is the bigger number.
Okay, considering that it's the only weapon that I have while I'm spellcasting, does that count as a two-handed?
Yep.
Okay, so a d8. 2, so
2
3
damage.
minus 1.
Keeping in line.
Bonk him in the back of the head as he's running away.
You just swing over your shoulder and just dunk, and you just manage to sort of scratch the back of him. And yeah, so manages to get away a little bit. The snake is going to again react and attack Chug in this epic battle.
Yep.
And the first roll was a 17.
Yeah.
That down to a 3 because of disadvantage from the mockery. And now the tail is a 17 as well. So the tail hits. We have 4 bludgeoning and 4 fire.
Yep, that kills me, and then I can use my relentless thing to get up with 1 health.
That is correct.
Where's the damn thing?
Chug. It's
Yeah,
in the
under features and traits.
yeah. So relentless endurance. Okay. Lefner, it's your turn.
Okay. So we've got a snake and a running away dude. Since Dodrick isn't that good with snakes, I'm going to go for the snake.
How do I get rid of this death thingy?
What that thing?
Now it says death saves because I died.
Just change your hit points to 1.
I'm going to cast an Eldritch Blast at the final fire
Yep.
snake.
Roll attack.
20 non-natural.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
God, it's been so long, I forget what my damage roll is. 8.
8 damage. Cool. And so you fire an Eldritch Blast and it hits like true, just smacks straight into the snake's head, and you just see it sort of smash and tumble backwards, and it gets back up. But it gets up slowly, and it's looking really bad. And it gives out like a real muffled hiss.
Okay. And then with my bonus action, I can move. I can't grapple or anything with a bonus action?
No,
No? Okay.
that would be an action. Unless you got rules to say otherwise.
Okay, well, I'm just going to move so I'm in melee range of this guy that's fleeing. To keep up with him.
Okay. Dodrick, your turn.
I'm going to fling a dagger at the cultist that's running.
Alright. Roll attack.
That is 13.
13.
Yeah.
Just hits. Roll damage.
Six damage.
6 damage. You throw the dagger and just smacks beautifully right underneath the right shoulder blade, and you hear ah, and he sort of falls to all fours. He's looking really bad. You can hear him panting horribly.
I'm then going to use my bonus action to fling another dagger at the remaining snake.
Okay.
Because Juan and Chug are surrounding it, I'll also be able to do a sneak attack.
Okay. Do you get the sneak attack because Lefner is surrounding the first guy?
I could, but I'm not going to use it for that one.
Okay.
I can only use it once.
Yep.
So I got 19 to hit for the snake.
That hits. Roll damage.
$12.
12. You throw the dagger and just like smack straight into the side of its neck and lets out this huge gash. And the fire snake is just sort of winces in pain and sort of shrieks and then just slumps. Slumps down onto the ground.
Dominate.
Now, I will say, I think 2-weapon fighting is just for the melee attacks.
Nah,
No, it is for both.
as long as you attack with a finesse or ranged weapon.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 2-weapon fight.
Yeah.
No, that's a light. When you attack the attack action with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand. Yeah, you're right.
That's right. We'll go with that. But yeah, I think it's just the one.
All right, I will do that in the future.
Cool.
Oh, wait. If either weapon has the thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making a melee attack
Okay.
at the end.
Alright. Schooled.
Yep, so daggers are cool. That's legal.
Alright, nice. Now, you have yours. One, it's your turn.
So the snake's gone, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. How far is this? Can I dash to there?
You can dash, but that'll burn your action.
I don't want to do that. Oh, I can get to there. And can I hit on the diagonal?
Yes.
Or is it just the... Alright, I do that. I go, whee! And I try and pump him one.
Alright,
With
go
the
for it.
staff. It's the staff of whacking.
Roll attack.
Rubbish. I don't even get a plus with this thing. Fuck. I 6.
6. Yeah, you miss. So you just swing and whoosh. Just
Oh no, I get plus 2, but hey.
Actually, I will say
He's on all
you
fours.
can have, I was going to say, he is prone from the previous strike, so you can roll with advantage.
Is there a flanking bonus from me being next to him? Or
No,
anything?
it has to be on the opposite tile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got an 8 instead, so yeah.
Still miss. So 1, still target. It's clean over. He falls on all fours. He smiles and grins, and with his dagger, he pulls it up and plunges it straight into his chest.
Would you allow me to do cutting words so he can miss? Nah, fuck it, he's gonna die.
And just sort of kills himself before you guys can attempt to take him.
I pick up my daggers. I search their pockets.
Okay.
I use lay on hands on myself and touch myself up 15 health.
Did we get gold and stuff from the first when we were looking at the start?
I don't know, did you
Yeah.
add it?
I
No.
added my 3 silver.
The first fight.
Yeah,
I got
the
gold.
fight, but the money we were looting at the start.
We didn't count it.
I think only the one or whoever found it was just pocketing it for themselves. I don't think you guys have actually shared it out to everybody. If
I have
that's sort of
3
what you're
bloody
asking.
silver.
Oh, I got forced to do that at the start. Oh shit! Fuck you! I'm gonna kill you, Dodgy.
All right.
You get your roll investigation as you loot their corpses.
All of us?
Dodric's
well,
the one
for the
that
first
is
guy,
going
I only
for
get
it.
a
Are
7.
You guys also looking through?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look through this one with 1, since we're right next.
Okay. Well, either of you can roll with advantage, or you can both make your own rolls.
Would we find Dodric's dagger before he does? Since it's in him,
Yes.
I take a dagger. Says Lou. You must have missed Dodric.
Fuck.
I don't know what happened there.
What'd you get?
I'm gonna get that apples is not roll. And so I'll take the advantage roll, and I got
Okay.
12.
12. You find collectively, you find on that body 13 gold pieces and 7 silver pieces. Dodrick, you find 5 gold pieces and 17 silver on your body. And you also find a piece of paper folded up neatly in one of his pockets.
What was it that he had?
Oh, this is James with the higher
Yep.
rank. My bad. James finds a small piece of paper folded up in one of his pockets. You open it up, and it looks to be a map of some sort.
Ooh.
Ooh, I will leave it there for tonight.
We get into the cave network.
Oh, it's a map into the next area.
Into the next campaign.
The pirate treasure.
Goddamn Chug got beat up.
Yeah. I took like 37 damage, so you just didn't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Dodgy.
hammered. The snakes aren't very intelligent, so they just go with whatever's hitting them.
I didn't hit him.
Well, they were
Maybe
both
once.
they were going after you because you were the first one.
Yeah.
The one at the top, he never got or had any other reason to hit anything else, and the one at the bottom you kept hitting, so he kept hitting you.
Kept missing most of the time.
Yeah, that
I came
fire
out
rips us
unscathed.
apart.
It's great.
Hey,
I came out unscathed. It's great.
I like the the noose. That was good. Really enjoyed that.
I've been wanting to do something with the rope for a while.
Yeah, that's definitely the most creative use of it I've seen. I thought I might have caught you though with your size. Like, he hasn't thought about this. A light little person trying to hoist up something much heavier than him.
Nah, gravity will have him accelerate more.
And bullshit bard rolls.
Yes, that was very lucky. Ah, cool. You didn't get up to the point that I need to stop you at anyway, so we've still got a bit to go.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Was
No.
that the cave?
Yeah.
We leg it to the cave. God damn
Well,
it.
if you had gone straight to it, because we could have gone through it and done theatre of the mind, but I haven't properly drawn up a map that I'm happy with. So, yeah, we would have, I think, adjourned it until I had something more concrete set on. Plus, I had these nighttime maps made, and I really wanted to use them. So I'm glad that you went and rested instead.
Sweet.
I need a long rest again.
Yeah, you do. I need to get back at spell point.
The time is around that 4:30 in the morning.
Would you say the sun's about to come up? Like, are we in summer or?
You are in a sort of a mountain town, so if the sun comes up, it is mostly blocked by the mountains on the side. But the sky will illuminate, but generally around 6:30, it'll start to come up.
I need to know when that happens.
Oh, you've got a dawn effect.
Yep. Get my big stick back.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, at dawn. That's why I burnt it. Because he's like 4:30. I'm like, close enough.
Alright, I gotta bounce. We'll
Yeah,
talk to
no
you guys
worries.
later.
All right. Catch us.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
We'll do another one.
All right, see you guys.
See you.
Dead Bundy.
Alright, I'll catch you later, man.
See you, Daddy.
See you.